Every fall, I get the same question. Matt, should I switch my Medicare plan during the Medicare open enrollment? And honestly, this year, that question's tougher than ever. Heading into 2026, plans aren't just tweaking benefits, some are disappearing completely. Between Medicare Advantage and standalone drug plans, about 2 million people will lose coverage next year through something called a service area reduction. So, if that many people are being dropped altogether, what does that say about the rest of us who still have coverage? Well, let's talk about it because the annual election period, or the AEP, runs October 15th through December 7th, and it's your window to review, compare, and make changes that start January 1st. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to decide whether to switch or to stay, and how to avoid the traps that trip people up every year. Quick question for you. Are you planning to switch this year or just stay put? Drop a comment below and tell me why. I do read every one. So how do you know if it's time to take a closer look at your plan? Well, I've got 6 tried and true reasons that should make you think twice about your current coverage. Let's get into it. Number 1, your doctor or pharmacy dropped your plan. This is the number one reason people are forced to make changes. Hospital systems and physician groups all over the country are dropping or limiting Medicare Advantage plans in 2025 and 2026. I actually did an entire video on that topic. Check it out after this one if you haven't already. To see if this affects you, you should call your doctor's office and ask for the exact plan name they'll accept next year, not just the carrier's name. If you hear, "We're not taking that plan anymore," that's a red flag to review your options now. Matt tip, always double check the plan name your doctor accepts, not just the brand. Blue something won't cut it. Trust me, your doctor's front desk hears that all day. Number 2, your prescriptions cost more or a drug was removed. This year, we've seen a surge in tier inflation. In a lot of 2026 plan designs I've reviewed, many Medicare Advantage plans have begun adding or raising drug deductibles. Many plans have moved brand drugs from flat copays to a percentage-based coinsurance and are layering more tiers into their formularies. Make sure to check your carrier's new drug list for 2026 or have your agent run a comparison for you. If your deductible or tier jumped, that's not random. It's your plan shifting cost onto you. Matt tip, if your meds suddenly moved up a tier, ask why before you go and change plans or pharmacies. Sometimes it's your plan, not your pharmacist. Number 3, you're getting more billing errors or your doctor's office says they haven't been paid. If you're suddenly getting duplicate bills or balance due notices from providers and doctors that used to get paid on time, that's a sign something inside your insurance company has changed. Sometimes insurance carriers switch claim vendors. They can delay payments or tighten reimbursement rules when they're under a bit of financial pressure. It doesn't necessarily mean your benefits today are worse, but it can be a red flag that the plan may be tightening up behind the scenes. And when that happens, network changes or benefit reductions often follow the next year. Treat it as an early warning light. It's not a reason to panic, but it is a cue to review your coverage while you still can make changes. Matt tip, if your doctor starts sending you bills they never used to, it's not your imagination, it may be your insurance company's spreadsheet problem. Number 4, your extra benefits shrunk. Dental, vision, hearing, and over-the-counter allowances, they make great headlines, but they change constantly. If your $1,000 dental dropped to $500 or your OTC credit reset quarterly instead of monthly, your out-of-pocket costs just rose, even if your premium didn't. Add those benefits to your annual cost math, not just the premium line. Matt tip, extras aren't free. They're baked into the plan math. And when the math changes, so does the free. Number 5, your maximum out-of-pocket, your MOOP, went up. A MOOP is the ceiling on what you pay for covered medical services in a year. And when that number rises, you're taking on more risk. In 2026, we're seeing a lot of plans quietly raise MOOP limits to offset lower reimbursements from Medicare. If you have ongoing conditions like diabetes or heart issues, chronic pain, or cancer care, a higher MOOP can mean thousands more at risk. Matt tip, if you've ever hit your MOOP, budget like you'll hit it again. That's not pessimism, it's just good math. Number 6, you haven't reviewed your plan in 2 years or more. Medicare Advantage plans change every year. Benefits, networks, and costs, they all shift around. And the Medicare star ratings, which grade plans on things like service, quality, and member satisfaction, have dropped for many carriers in the last couple of years. So even if your plan used to have a high rating, that doesn't mean it's performing the same way now. If you haven't compared since, I don't know, 2023, there's a good chance your plan's coverage, costs, or rating have changed without you even realizing it. Even if you do decide to stay, do a quick annual review during the Medicare open enrollment or the AEP to make sure nothing important has shifted around. Matt tip, if you don't check your plan every year, your plan will definitely check you, maybe with higher bills. Here's a rule of thumb. If 2 or more of these triggers apply to you, review your options before December 7th. Okay, now let's flip this. Sometimes the smartest move is not switching at all. Here are a few bad reasons to change your plan that I see every year. Some people switch for the wrong reasons and regret it later. Don't change just because of a glossy mailer or a TV ad promising new benefits. Don't switch because your neighbor got cash back. Their county, their doctors, their prescriptions, they all may be completely different than yours. And don't just switch because your agent told you to. If someone, even your agent, can't clearly explain why the new plan is better for your specific doctors, drugs, and costs, that's a red flag. It's not a recommendation. If your coverage still fits, your costs make sense, and your doctors remain in network, staying put can be a confident, informed decision. Have you ever switched plans and then regretted it? Share your story below. You might help someone else avoid the same mistake. So let's talk about what switching actually looks like. Here are the most common moves people make and what to watch for in each one. Number 1, Medicare Advantage to Medicare Advantage. The most common, it's usually pretty straightforward. Number 2, Medicare Advantage to Medigap plus a Part D plan. It can make sense if your Medicare Advantage plan is terminating a service area reduction or you have a guaranteed issue right. That 63-day window after a service area reduction is the silver lining most people miss and not every agent talks about. You can switch to certain Medigap plans with no health questions and no denials during that time frame. State rules vary, so ask an independent agent who knows those rules. Number 3, Medigap to Medicare Advantage. This happens a lot of times due to rising Medigap premiums or just wanting some extra benefits. If you make this change, confirm your preferred hospitals and specialists are in network first. If you'd like a trusted opinion on your options, visit brickhouseagency.com. My wife Nikki and her team offer free, by-appointment consultations over Zoom or by phone. There's no pressure, never any obligation to enroll. They'll review your doctors, your drugs, and costs so you can make an informed choice before December 7th. Okay, so how do you figure out what's right for you? Well, here's the simple decision checklist you can use right now. Number 1, docs and hospitals. Call to confirm the exact plan name they'll accept for 2026. Networks change constantly. Number 2, pharmacy and drugs. Have your independent Medicare insurance agent run a drug comparison for you or check it out on Medicare.gov yourself. Number 3, total cost math. Add your monthly premium plus expected copays and the MOOP limit all together. That's your realistic annual medical exposure. Number 4, health outlook and risk tolerance. If a surprise $3,000 bill would wreck your budget, choose predictability over promises of $0. Number 5, timing and letters. If you get a service area reduction or termination notice, you likely qualify for a guarantee issue window for Medigap, usually 63 days from the date on that letter. Matt tip, a 5-minute check on prepareformedicare.com can show you the same data agents use and save you a headache later. If any of those 5 make you unsure, it's worth getting guidance before December 7th. Here's the bottom line. If 2 or more switch triggers apply to you, or your plan is terminating, just going away, shop now during the Medicare open enrollment. If your coverage still fits your doctors, your drugs, and your budget, you can stay put with confidence. Either way, make your decision before December 7th so your 2026 coverage starts smoothly January 1st. I'm Matt Ferret, here to help you make smarter decisions about Medicare and retirement and to save you time and money along the way. Until next time, here's to your wealth, wisdom, and wellness. But before you go, hit like if this helped you, share it with a friend who has Medicare questions, and tell me in the comments what you'd like me to cover next.